Hi everyone, welcome to American Firearms Network. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. We hope you like, subscribe, and share. And for our subscribers, thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. Today's show is an active mall shooting. All right, you're in the mall with your family, you're in the mall with your loved one, and you are you're shopping, you're walking around, you got a few bags in your hand, you're having a great time. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, something kicks off. You hear a group screaming. You're hearing gunshots. How do you handle that? I got in a question on this, Paul and I, about what to do in an active mall shooting, and we just thought, let's discuss this. Okay, it doesn't happen so much, but it does happen, right? It does happen, Paul. What do you think?
It's a tough one. It's something that you don't really want to happen, but if you are in that situation, it's important that you stay calm. Okay?
Yeah.
You need to stay calm. You need to make sure that you and your family, before you go in the morning, we talked about this on the last episode where we talked about making sure that we follow the codes of awareness. So one of them is to make sure that you have a plan. And
yeah, some of these malls though, they don't let you carry a firearm in the mall.
no, some of them, yeah.
Some don't say anything. You don't see some people don't see that there's no signs there, but some malls they don't allow you.
Yeah.
But some malls, you do, if there's no sign and you carry a gun, a lot of people carry in the mall.
Yeah.
Right? And whatever, listen, I would, right, the first thing that I might do is run. Get my family, get out of there.
Yeah, get your family,
if you can get out of there, get out right away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and if you can't run, you hide.
Yeah.
You make sure you get into a place where you can either, number one, conceal yourself,
yes,
or get in a place where you have cover. And cover means that when there are oncoming bullets, it's not going to penetrate and hit you.
If you could find some cover, that's always the best. And
that's
if
always
you
the
can't
best.
find cover, try to wedge yourself into some of those clothing racks, maybe. Right?
Whatever you have
Something.
to do.
If you can't find cover
Conceal.
and you can't get out, there's too much activity going outside where you are, right near you in the hallway of the mall. You got to do something.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're left with no choice but you got to fight in those situations, right? You got to protect your life. These are all common sense things that you got to be aware of, right? But you should always know in a mall, what am I going to do? Where are the exits? And if you're carrying a firearm, you can either save lives, right, or you can make matters worse.
Yeah, you can make matters worse.
You got to really be careful. You have to be very confident in your shot. You got to make sure, obviously, you don't hit any bystanders, because no matter what the situation is, you're still responsible. Okay.
Todd, as a family man, I remember when I was taking my kids to the mall with my wife. They loved to shop, but one of the things they didn't like to do, they didn't like to walk around with mum and dad. So they would like to want to be able to wander off and do their own thing. And I always used to say to them, listen, make sure you keep your phone on. Make sure we know exactly where you are. And if anything goes off, you need not to be running to look for us. You need to exit the mall, get out and get to the car.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing. Because, I would hate to be in a situation where I'm with my family. I'd rather be in that situation on my own. But it's important that you have a plan. And this is what we talked about, where it talked about situational awareness, making sure you have a plan, so that when something does happen, you're not trying to fumble your way through.
Understood.
Got to know.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
And God forbid we ever, in this situation, we ever experience this, and hopefully no one does. You're in a mall, there's an active shooter. Mm-hmm. He's killing people. Okay, you're nearby. Mm-hmm. Are you going on the offense? Going after the guy?
Without a doubt.
Yeah, me too.
Without a doubt.
Me too. Me too. Not even a hesitation.
It's not hesitation.
Yeah, if there's someone's killing people actively, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna go full speed and run up to the guy as close as I can and get close and try to get a shot off.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you have to. You gotta be careful though, right, for mistaken identity. But I don't think in this scenario I'm talking about, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But people who want to take shots, you better be careful. They're not potentially shooting the wrong person.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's our thoughts on a horrible situation that can happen and kick off in a mall. Our opinions, our thoughts. thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. Please leave some comments below. If you have any comments, we'd love to hear them. And thank you and have a great day.